If you have every single Pokemon that I mention in today's video, congrats! You win a cookie. Yeah! Today is part 3 of our series looking into the top 8 most exclusive Pokemon in Pokemon Go you can no longer get. Starting with a very interesting number 1, the GoFest Makeup Lugia. There's only one thing more rare than the world's first legendary, the world's first Oopsie legendary. I remember GoFest 2017 like it was yesterday. Thousands of people, incredible spawns, everyone beyond excited, and nobody could log in. The first ever GoFest event had huge connectivity issues. Like, no one could even play the game. There were nearly riots at the park because of this.
Have you seen Heracross originals? Has anyone seen anything other than Heracross?
And this event was actually my first time ever on stage in front of people, and everyone was booing me because they couldn't log in. It was epic. But the saving grace of GoFest 2017 was what happened after. Once the event officially concluded, there was a stampede to a nearby gym. The reason? The world's first legendary Pokemon had spawned in a raid battle. People filled the streets of Chicago catching Lugia and Articuno for the first time ever. And because of the issues players had experienced during GoFest, Niantic felt obligated to do something for the community. So they did 3 major things. They refunded everyone's admission cost, gave everyone who attended $100 in Pokecoins, and all attendees were given a free Lugia that was just placed into their account. Oh, this is so cool. When scrolling through my Lugia, the makeup Lugia that I got, it's called Sorry. The sprite doesn't show up. That's weird, but it does when you click it. Wow, that's so cool. That's glitched. That's sick. Well, this is the Oopsie Lugia that I got given to from Niantic, and it's probably one of the most rare Pokemon in my entire account. Also, look at this glitch. Look at this. What is happening right now? What is this glitch? This is the only legendary Pokemon that has ever existed that technically wasn't caught at all, but was gifted. I hope everyone from 2017 saved this gem because it is a sick piece in the collection. Rockstar and Popstar Pikachu. Speaking of GoFest, 2 other Pokemon that were only ever released during a Pokemon GoFest event were the one and only exclusive Rockstar and Popstar Pikachus. These little cute costume creatures were released only once during Pokemon GoFest 2021, and you could only get one of the 2. This GoFest event was unique because you gotta choose either Rockstar or Popstar Pikachu, which would impact your gameplay in various ways. Once you chose a specific Pikachu, you could only catch that one. But you got, I think, 3 of them, so you could trade with your friends to get the other one. In my collection, I have 2 Rockstar Pikachu, and then I've got the 1 Popstar Pikachu. I know we're probably all just over Costume Pikachu, but these 2 are pretty cool. Shadow Alolan Marowak. The season of Alola brought a lot of very cool additions to Pokemon Go, including some of the most exclusive Shadow Pokemon in the world. From May 25th to May 31st, trainers had the ability to evolve a Cubone into an Alolan Marowak for the first and only time ever. But that's not all. At the time, Shadow Cubone was available as a team leader encounter, which meant Shadow Shiny Cubone was available. People who were lucky enough to get a Shadow Shiny Cubone had 6 days to evolve it into one of the rarest shinies ever, Shiny Shadow Alolan Marowak. And that was the only way to get it, and nowadays it is completely unobtainable. You can't even trade for it because it's a Shadow. Unfortunately, I grinded the team leader encounters to try to get the Shadow Shiny to no avail. I don't even have this exclusive shiny Pokemon, and I tried. Celebi. Celebi is a special mythical that has only been released during special events. It's never been in raids. It was first released through the special research during the 2018 Pokemon GoFest event and was exclusive to ticket holders and ticket holders only. I will say this was one of my favorite GoFest events, and the moment of me catching Celebi for the Pokedex is one of my favorites on the channel. The next time Celebi was released was nearly 2 years later during December of 2020. This happened during a special research event to promote the new Pokemon movie, Secrets of the Jungle. As part of this event, Jesse and James returned to Pokemon Go, and everyone was able to encounter a guaranteed shiny Celebi from special research. But if you missed this event and didn't start the research when it was available, no shiny Celebi for you. The third and last time Celebi was released was in 2022 through the Johto Tour special research. Now, Celebi isn't technically that great in game, so you don't need one, but it is one of the most popular mythical Pokemon ever. So when it comes around next, if it comes around next, grab one. The Shadow Legendary Birds. Shadow Legendary Pokemon are really important in Pokemon Go. Legendary Pokemon are obviously already super strong, but Shadow Legendaries Now that's OP. And the Shadow Legendary birds were actually the first ever Shadow Legendary Pokemon in Pokemon GO history. They and the concept of Shadow Legendaries were released back in 2019, starting with Articuno in November, Zapdos in December, and Moltres in January of 2020. The only way you could have gotten those first ever Shadow Legendaries was by completing a special research at the time to get a Super Rocket Radar, then you had to defeat Giovanni, and voila. But as you could imagine, not that many people have those super rare first ever Shadow Legendaries. Mainly because so many new players started playing Pokemon GO in 2020 and 2021, and they all missed the OG birds. The Shadow Legendary birds did make a return during the 2020 Pokemon GoFest event with boosted IVs, which was huge. I actually almost got a 100% IV Shadow Moltres, which would have been insane. But only the ticket holders of GoFest got access to the birds in 2020. But they came back a third and final time in the beginning of 2021 as part of the new Season of Legends. Only thrice have these Pokemon been available to catch in Pokemon GO, and they're all kind of worth it. Shadow Articuno is a top 10 Ice type, Shadow Zapdos a top 10 Electric type, and Shadow Moltres is in the top 5 for Fire types. If they ever come back, they might be worth picking up. Wild Legendary Beasts. Earlier this year, we all experienced the Johto Tour in Pokemon GO, and it was honestly a great event. And there was one big thing that made it even more epic. You could catch shiny legendary Pokemon in the wild. This is the only time legendary Pokemon other than the Lake Trio have been available in the wild shiny, which means this was the only time in Pokemon GO history you could catch Suicune, Entei, and Raikou at low CPs and IVs due to them being in the wild and not in raids. If you were able to catch a level 1 shiny legendary beast, you might have one of the rarest Pokemon in the world. Not only would you have needed to buy a ticket and play the Johto Tour, but you'd have to get lucky enough to get a level 1 shiny legendary. That's impossible. Jirachi. Jirachi was originally released only to the players of Pokemon GoFest 19, probably GoFest's greatest year. You had to buy a ticket and travel to Chicago in order to have caught this Pokemon, and catching it was definitely an epic gamer moment. Although it was released worldwide in the summer of 2019 through the 1000-Year Slumber Special Research. So right now, only people who either went to Pokemon GoFest 2019 or completed the special research have a Jirachi in their account, and we all only have one. Although, in 2023, in February, we will be having the Hoenn Tour event, in which I predict we will see the release of shiny Jirachi in Pokemon GO through special research. So make sure to sub to the channel so that when that announcement goes live, you see it first here. And finally, Niallego caught in a beast ball. This is technically a glitch, which makes it way rare. Now, Niallego was released in raids during GoFest 2022, which means ticket holders and non-ticket holders alike were able to capture this first ever Ultra Beast. But it was also in special research for GoFesters, and many of us just ended up not catching it because it was in raids anyways. During Dino Community Day, a game update went out to prepare Pokemon GO for the upcoming release of the new Beast Ball for GoFest. But that weekend, some trainers reported catching their special research Niallego in a Beast Ball. I actually ended up saving my special research Niallego and tried catching it during Dino Community Day to get one of the world's first Beast Ball catches, but unfortunately the glitch didn't work for me and I got mine in a Pokeball. But in order to have Niallego, the first ever Ultra Beast, in a Beast Ball, you would have to have not only played Pokemon GoFest 2022, you would have had to not catch your Niallego in your special research, wait specifically until a time window during Dino Community Day, and then get lucky enough to get a glitched Ultra Ball and catch it in that. That is a really cool thing to have. And those were 8 more of the most exclusive Pokemon in Pokemon GO you can no longer get. If you have any of these Pokemon, let me know in the comments, and check out the other videos on screen. See you in there.